What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a fun just vlog video because I haven't done them in a little while. You guys seem to enjoy them. So let's start off with some updates on what's going on. So this is my 1986 420 SEL. Probably one of the only cars that I might sell in the near future just because I don't drive it enough. It's in absolutely gorgeous shape and needs very minimal. So there are going to be some videos coming out soon because basically there's a little clip inside these door panels that holds the window bracket in place, and I ordered a new one. It's like a riveted piece, and what happens, the window drops or the motor stops working, and that's what happened in this. So I've got a piece of wood in here wedged just holding that, and then the front two power motors ironically stopped working. So that's really it that this car needs, other than maybe some restoration on the seats a little, because it's got a small crack there, and it does need a re-dye in my opinion because the seats are slightly different color than these panels. But overall, absolutely gorgeous car. If any of you guys are interested in buying this, I'd probably be interested in selling it. It is original paint, which is in really good shape, minus a little bit of fading back here, but when you wash it and clean it, this all does come out really nice. So it still shows very well. The clear coat on the hood and everything is really nice, and I'm guessing it was parked in a carport, and at halfway through the day the sun hit it in the back. Here in Florida, sun will do damage very quickly. Let's keep going. That's my dad's truck there, so that's not part of the channel in case you happen to be watching this for the first time and you've never watched any of my videos. Let's step into here. So one of the things that, reason why I haven't been posting so many videos is we've got our tarp back up, and I bought a more industrial style as well as strapped it down to the cement. So hopefully this thing should make it through even hurricane season. And it's a very heavy duty tarp, very thick one. And we've already had two pretty heavy storms and this thing didn't even budge, so that's really cool. And we recovered this area here with the old tarp. And this is the sc300 sedan. So this is going to a subscriber. I say it every time. Obviously COVID-19 threw that into a whole different time frame, so we're hoping to work something out here soon. And we may be trying to get this thing fully running because we've been playing around with it. Zay, as you know, picked up the coupe. He's gonna be working on his car, and we'll come back over here and talk about that. So Xavier picked up the V12 coupe that we towed off to a shop to have them fix it. And the guy just got too busy. He does Lamborghinis and all that type of stuff to really go deep into it. He tried out a bunch of things and couldn't get it working. But the check engine light is no longer on. He switched out a couple things, I'm not sure, I have to ask him. And didn't charge them, so that was cool. And we ended up getting it towed back over here so we can resolve some things. So we're gonna actually remove the cats, because even the mechanic thought the catalytic converters were shot on this thing, and that could be one of the reasons why it's not idling properly. So that's that. For you guys that are new to the channel, let's go ahead. Oh, he's got it locked on this side. I was dumb because he's got the window messed up there. But let's see if I got this side open here. We can take a look at her. Not in perfect shape, but definitely not in terrible shape. As you can see, the back seats are pretty nice. The wood grain is all pretty good on this car. And the paint, very good. We washed this down on one of the videos and came out really good. This is my r129. So this is a 1991 500 SL, and no, it's not an AMG, and I know those are fake badges, but the prior owner put them on there, and the last thing I tried to remove that he put on was a little antenna, and you can see it did some damage. So I'm afraid to take those off now because we're going to be fixing that trunk, either wrapping it or painting it, and I don't want to have to go with any more type of paint correction at the time because I've got other things that we're going to be doing on this. This thing is going to be a lot of videos upcoming here soon because there's a lot of little things that need to be fixed on this car, and I really enjoy daily driving this car, so I want to get back to that. Let's go ahead and take a jump inside and look at the interior. There's a lot in here because, like I said, I was daily driving it and I had some boxes and stuff in here. But overall, this car is in great shape. We just did a video where for $0 we restored some of the interior panels, and I also had gotten the AC working on this, and it worked for about a month, and I was driving it regularly, and it's not that the AC is not working, the blower motor is no longer kicking on. And so being that we're in the 90s here in Florida, I can't drive this car unless it's really early or just for a joyride, which is what I've been doing. And we step around here. This roof was like this when I got it. There was some cracks and stuff, and I re-glued it. Came out really nice, but unfortunately it didn't hold up, and I didn't expect it to. So we're gonna do a video on replacing those panels. My electric part of the roof does not work like many of you guys. My hydraulic system is leaking, as well as I think we have to replace some cylinders and stuff, so that'll be coming up soon too. In fact, I may even replace the entire top. I'm not sure about that. But this is the 1991 500 SL R129, and let's step over here to the car I just took and got broke down. So this is the 1991 BMW E30 that just let me down once again. So this car is so fun, but I've taken it out probably 5 times, and 3 times it's broken down where I had to get it towed. So this time the fuel pump decided to take a complete crap. So it was humming real loud, and I knew it had died on me a couple of times. I banged out and got it running, but this time it just would not come back on, and I was only like half a mile down the road, so I had AAA tow it back instead of trying to figure something out. But this thing was completely gutted by the owner who had it before me, and he did a little more than I would have done. He removed the AC vents, and the AC does work. It blows cold, and it's been blowing cold since I've put more fluid Freon into it. And so I don't know why he did that. I don't know if he was going to just remove the whole system, which is pretty common, but in Florida, even when you have a drift car, you keep your AC, because you cannot drive these type of cars in the summer at all. So full roll cage was all welded in recently, and I had that done. And then you've got your bolted in braces I just did. That's where your fuel pump, you can see that, this got crushed. I think when I was putting in the roll cage, that some of that happened, so it could have been damaged already, but some of that did happen, and that's what messed up the fuel tank that we had to repair a while back. So there's quite a few videos on this if you guys check the channel. If this is one of the cars that you guys are watching this video for, this is a very, very fun car, one of my favorites, and we'll be doing a lot of stuff on this because we're going to be taking this to the track hopefully. And it's got some really cool little things on it, like these wheels. It's got coilovers and brake upgrades and stuff like that, and I think it's got a competition clutch. It feels really good. So this car drives really good. Unfortunately, the fuel pump went. This is Xavier's daily driver. So this is his 1999, the last year of the w140 S500. He is working on trying to figure out his speakers. So he bought this car. It had a whole custom trunk, which looks awesome. What is this, suede or? Suede. Yeah, so it's all suede, and I like the color. It's kind of like almost like a grayish brown color. But he's got a nice system that was in here already. And was it both your subs are out or just one? One of the subs went out, so he's gonna finally tackle this since he's got some days off right now, and he's gonna be able to work on it. And of course, he's pulling out parts that we've all done this. We buy parts, they sit in the trunk, and then we don't get to it. But he's got some more projects for me to do and for him to help out with, and that's flex disc. I think you got to do your motor mounts, trans mounts, all that stuff. Might as well do everything. And the car drives great. He's got what, 198,000 miles on it, and we just did the conductor plate if you guys saw that video. So awesome car, rotoform rims. And you guys always, every time I show this car, everybody asks, what rims are those? What's the specs? I always fuck it up, so I'm not even gonna tell you.
20 by 10.
20 by 10.
35 offset.
35 offset, there you go. So you don't need to comment what's the offset, what's the size, there you go. Yeah, this is the coupe. We just talked about that, and this is the car that I've just been embedded in for the last couple of months, and I'm sure none of you guys are happy about that because it gets the least amount of views. Most of you guys are on this channel for the Bend. And then a lot of you guys have joined recently because of the sc300 project, which, don't worry, that's coming heavily back on because Xavier promised me he is going to commit himself to helping me out with all the body work. So that should be heavily going into it starting next month. The very beginning of the month, we will jump into that. But this car starts now. It's got a 1275 head. If you don't know what that is, it's a 1100cc motor, 1275cc head, and we put a racing cam in it. So this thing sounds insane. It's got the very, very large 45 Weber carb on here, and the only thing left for me to do now is finish hooking up the cooling system, get the fluid put in there, and tune the carb. So we've already set timing. We even set our distributor at top dead center, so I think we need to offset that a little bit, 5 degrees. And yeah, it's been probably one of the most fun projects I've ever done because I had to tear this whole motor apart. We painted the engine bay, and I've never done anything like this. So I've never gone into the bottom end of a motor, and it was a hell of an experience, and I've learned a lot setting valves and all that stuff. So this right here to me is the best car that I have because I get to work fully on it and enjoy it, and it's such a classic, and the race heritage of this car is absolutely amazing. It's a 1963 Austin Healey, if I didn't mention that. So let's jump over to our 96 sc300. This is a car I picked up for one main reason. Well, two. It's got a manual transmission, and if you don't know, it's a 2JZ stock motor. So it's not a turbo, but that doesn't mean you can't throw a turbo in it. And guess what? I've got all the stuff to do that, so I don't see why that won't be coming up. But if you're new to the channel and you're watching this video, we've done a full V-Speed body kit. It's 55 millimeters in the rear, 25 millimeters in the front, which is a little different and unique because I've got the 50 millimeter side skirt that I modified, and we had to modify a lot of this just to get it to fit right because there was a little bit of shifting on the body of this car due to being hit in the rear a little bit and the front, so fender benders, but it threw a lot of it off. So if you guys like this car and you just found this video, make sure you subscribe because tons and tons of videos coming out on that. Well, that's about it. Oh, you know what? Just picked up some toolboxes, so I might as well show you guys that because this is exciting for me. Before these toolboxes, all we've had is just bins and stuff to throw tools in. So we're finally bringing the shop together as an actual shop where we can start heavily working on cars and, you know, having fun. And there's a 2JZ motor up under there. That is where I got all the turbo parts from because I picked that up with another manual transmission a long time ago. Videos on all of this stuff, guys. So if you want to check those out, make sure you go through my videos and try to find those.
I didn't know I had 2 amps.
I had no idea what you had back here, I'm going to be honest. And so we're going to dive into this. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to see if we can get this thing fixed. But really, this was just a quick shop update for you guys to show you each one of the cars and kind of go through them very, very quickly. Oh, my S500, the VIP, is not with me because I borrowed my dad's truck, so he's got that. And that's really about it, though, in the car. So we got another S500. So we got kind of matching S500s VIP styled out. All right, so let's dive into this. You know what, I'm just gonna call it quits on the video because all I wanna do is show you guys everything and then we can start working on some fun projects that we wanted to do anyways. You guys have an awesome day, a blessed week, and I'll catch you on the next video.